城市像只牌子，sound like a nerd，各种抢牌和忘词和放不开的腼腆，他们看我憨呆的样子，对我指指点点说 Look at this guy， 这么的宅，还上这些舞台，这么可爱。Why don't you give me the mic？ 必须听得的白，乖乖拍还玩什么饶舌？快快回家谈你的桃色，管你来自什么西颜色，又不是独自吸来自颜色。黄鱼熊熊仔，他即使受到一次鄙视，没有因此意识几次，反而一次鄙视几日复一日，跟着一次另类即实力与气势，现在真正的只是一笔的都不能一起计时。我只想听到，从没人是敲到，每个人都想要水涨船高，演唱会的票一定没抢着要，谁
球迷大家好，我是今天的主持人杰胜。那季后赛第一场比赛会由我还有 DJ Oliver 一起来为大家服务，带来不一样的观赛体验。感谢各位的应援军们，在周五的时间可以莅临来到嘉耀的少宗体育馆。我们也准备了一些特别的礼物，要在今天送给大家。相信这个南霸天的争夺系列赛，也会让现场的球迷们感到热血沸腾。台南台钢猎鹰会全力以赴面对接下来的挑战，也请大家全力的为我们台钢猎鹰加油。紧接着在开场之前，先带大家来进行赛前的暖身。要邀请到是我们全台最 sweet 的 Wings Girl 为大家来进行台钢猎鹰音源舞2.0的教学版，欢迎 Wings Girl。我们前面要拍8下，好，开始，拍，台钢猎鹰，台钢猎鹰，台钢猎鹰 ，Let's go 猎鹰。我丑一，谢谢 Wings Girl， 谢谢。好。今天对于台钢猎鹰来讲，也是对史非常有意义的一天，同样也是对于台南这座城市来说，因为今天是台钢猎鹰队史第1场的季后赛，而且就在我们的主场，有你们大家的支持，我们才可以从去年的谷底重新的卷土重来。而这一季，我的台南这座城市，台钢猎鹰已经准备好了，你们呢？各位，让我们为这一座城市、为台南、为自己所喜爱的球员们挺身而出，站起来！我们的目标就是瞄准这一季的冠军金杯，让现场所有的应援军们成为台钢猎鹰最强的后盾。我们今天要捍卫主场，用最热情的鹰叫声，举起你们手中的加油道具，跟我一起喊“赢啊”！接下来马上要为大家介绍是这一季用最热情行动大力支持我们应援军，见证我们台钢猎鹰茁壮成长的重量级贵宾们，要为大家来一一做介绍。首先欢迎第一位是台湾运彩 T1 联盟张树仁秘书长，欢迎。台湾运彩 T1 联盟蔡尚化策略行销长，台钢猎鹰篮球队王炯芬董事长，佑东建设张福林董事长，春雨陈其泰董事长。春雨周博威总经理，嘉耀学生会庄博怀会长，嘉耀学生会年慈田议长。接下来欢迎的也是我们猎鹰主场的工作伙伴，嘉耀学生会陈冠化财务部部长。还有我们的好朋友佳杰生医，同时也是今天的开球嘉宾曾明娟总经理，欢迎。感谢所有的好朋友们。而在介绍完好朋友之后，我们要用最热烈的掌声来欢迎我们最 sweet 的女孩们 ，Wings Girl 为我们带来全堂的开场表演。 谢谢我们的 Wings Girls。接下来是这个系列赛来访做客的高雄全家海神，要来跟我们争夺南霸天的称号，也为大家来介绍今天客队的球员名单。首先第一位背号9号陈怀安。 背号15号亚历山大，背号18号吴怡彬，背号21号吕威婷，背号24号苏文如，背号28号于纯安，背号57号吴小景，背号85号秦明庆。 在听海的过程中，为大家介绍全家海神先发5人，背号5号布瑞克曼，背号7号于焕雅，背号23号郭汉能，背号8号邱子轩，背号10号吴龙茂。 总教练 Brandon Joyce， 助理教练朱友宏，助理教练彭德轩，领队侯佳琪，执行长李伟成。各位，期待已久、任性太久的男人们，在介绍球员出场前，请大家把目光移至现场大荧幕，一起来欣赏。 台南台钢猎鹰年度形象影片。
今年的咱有真大的无同。
台钢猎鹰不知道数字怎么写，
但是都还袂明白。咱的目标也还袂到手，咱需要恁的声音，咱需要恁的支持，咱需要听到更较悬的感觉。 台南人，跳出来吧！高音速战队需要你，给咱一个鼓励，给咱一个喊声，需要你徛伫阮的身后。 台钢猎鹰主要令对咱徛做伙。
超音速赢了！现在就让我们一起来欢迎我们的主场战队——台南台钢猎鹰超音速战队。首先，今天走在最前面领旗的是我们 WG 的 Mina。接下来我们要介绍是背号3号后卫音速小子顾毛维嘉，背号9号无敌风火轮吴彦伦，背号16号后卫阿峰林子峰。 背号21号前锋樱木花道吕冠廷，背号23号前锋台钢哲学家陈静环，背号29号前锋大头韩杰宇。 背号35号前锋巨神兵辛布拉，背号54号中锋猎鹰队长吴代豪。接下来为大家介绍今天台南台钢猎鹰先发5人。首先，第一位背号4号。 后卫真男人李汉生，背号13号中锋马耳他巨兽 Samuel Deguara， 背号2号后卫魏如 baby 简伟如。 背号55号中锋台钢气氛大师 Robert Upshaw， 背号12号前锋刺青镖客胡凯翔，董事张博胜，总经理钱伟成，总教练刘梦竹，助理教练马怡红，球队总监吴志伟。 为大家介绍这场比赛的裁判名单：主裁判蓝伟雄，第一检察员 Coranio， 第二检察员陈伟松。请双方的球员握手致意，丢海报。 接下来也请台钢猎鹰的球员请留步，我们要邀请到现场的长官贵宾们一起来到我们的中央，留下合影纪念。好，那请所有的贵宾们大家都脱下口罩，我们一起在镜头前面留下第一张的合影。3、2、1。
台 Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fans of all ages, wherever you are, however you're streaming. Welcome to the T1 playoffs. We're kicking off the second, third seed round between Kaohsiung Aquas and Tainan TSG Ghosthawks live at Jianan University Stadium. Ghosthawks homestand before going down to Harbor City. This is Ghosthawks' debut into the playoffs, rocket launching from last place last season to finishing regular season at second place. Taylor Chen with Scotty D calling in today's matchup on Videoland. Scott, what did you think of last night's game, Suns and Taiwan Beer Hero Bears?
Oh, if you're a Taiwan Hero Bears fan, your heart is hurting after Ray Rice comes in and rips it out yesterday. It was right down to the wire. If you were watching that game, if you were lucky enough to watch that game, fantastic outcome for the Suns. Not so great for the Hero Bears. If
you didn't get a chance to watch it, make sure to watch a replay T1.basketball. It was a huge upset.
Here it is here.
See, almost multiple back-to-back three-point shots. Devontae Rice being one of the highlights of the game, as well as Allen being clutched in last night's matchup.
And then Kiwi hits this bank three, and I thought that was game over because there's 1.4 seconds left. Timeout, out of the timeout. You got to think Ray Rice getting the ball, and cash.
Buzzer beater
nuts.
Ending. This is stuff from the movies. Yeah. Absolutely. You see Coach Gavina on the side.
Coach Gavina, no composure. Looking at a high school win there for Coach Gavina.
Listen, like I said before, this was supposed to be Taiwan Hero Bears' series to win, as a matter of fact. But you see on the screen right here, it's going to be Ghosthawks and Kaohsiung Aquas, second, third seed, and CTBC DEA playing against the Taichung Suns. First game of that series is going to be on Monday, May 1st on our Labor Day long weekend here.
Some of today's game's notes, no Koopsis for the playoffs. Now, he's the guy that gets 25 points for the Aquas, and as a foreigner production, the Aquas only get 30 points per game from their foreigners, as the Ghosthawks get 64 points per game. So production is going to have to come from somewhere else.
See on the screen right here are our coaches, Coach Liu Mengzu of the Ghosthawks and Brandon Joyce. See on the screen right here a lineup of their stats. So Ghosthawks is going to have the upper hand in this series. They've gone 5 wins, only 1 loss against the reigning champions of last season. But Ghosthawks this season ended up with second place in the rankings. Kaohsiung Aquas right behind with 3, and you see the matchup. It's not too far apart. The only the only somewhat significant difference is going to be the total rebounds and the steals. Steals thanks in big part to Jason Brickman. You see, as you mentioned, Scott, a big absence today is Kupchas. He is back in Lithuania to get surgery to recover from his left leg. Still undisclosed what exactly it is that he is injured, but with Kupchas, he's got 46 points. And without Kupchas, Ghosthawks have the upper hand, scoring 50 points versus 28. And we see the lineup match between Brandon Joyce and Liu Mengzu. Brandon Joyce, 13 years of experience with the national team of Australia, coaching for the men's and women's basketball teams. He's earned a lot of accolades, over 30 years of overall head coach experience, getting experience at CBL, NBL, and T1, getting Coach of the Year last season. And Liu Mengzu on the side, he's no small fry either. 11 years with the UBA, getting 9 years in a row being in the top 4 at Jianxing Keda, and just getting 4 of those championships. He's got 5 years of head coach experience, and this is currently his first full season with the Tainan Ghosthawks. Last season, he came in not until a month before the season ended. Before that, he was the consultant. And on the screen again is Coach Brandon Joyce. We sat down with him.
12 days has been great for us. You know, obviously, it's been awesome for Kevin. You know, Kevin in the last 2 months has really put a lot of work in. He's a warrior, and he's pretty much back to where he was. You know, last year he's been playing hurt the whole year, so he sets a great example for the team. But he's a professional. You know, he's taken care of himself. He's done all the work. He's gone and got treatment from different people. So, you know, having him in and out of the team this year was a problem. We got him back at the right time now for the playoffs. So we've used the 12 days really to get people right. Lewis is pretty close. You know, obviously didn't make it quite tonight, but expect him. You know, he's been practicing the whole 12 days. He was practicing before that. But the last 12, 14 days, he's had, you know, 2.5-hour rigorous practice sessions and got through those practice sessions. So we're using this time to get everybody ready, you know, obviously to play in this series. Lewis is the only one missing tonight that's available. So it's a process. So, you know, like I said, it's going to be 4 or 5 games this series. So we've got to look at the big picture. So we've been focusing on a game plan, which is flexible. You know, we can't go on one game plan. I never do. We've got A, B, and C. So, you know, depending on how the game's going, depending on how the game's refereed, you have to make adjustments even to how the game's being refereed sometimes. So, you know, we've had 12 days, 14 days, or 12 days to get ready for that and have a, you know, versatile, flexible mindset to how we're going to play.
Brandon Joyce leading the Kaohsiung Aquas to a championship last season. They had an incredible winning record in T1's debut, 23 wins, 7 losses, as well as Aquas with tons of other accolades. But
当然，其实我们还蛮平常心的啦。其实因为在阵中，我们有蛮多位球员，其实不管在哪个联盟，其实甚至之前在 SBL 都有这个例行赛、这个季后赛的一些经验。那包含我本身呢，因为也执教超过20年嘛，那我不管在 UBA、HBL， 然后也是有进过冠军战这样的一个情况，所以我觉得基本上季后赛我觉得跟我们平常我觉得还是大致是没有什么太大的不同。当然基本上海神在之前他们整个战术端的体系环绕在 Blackman 跟 Ghosthawks 的身上。那季后赛少了 Ghosthawks， 那当然 Blackman 去串联队友当然是相当的重要，特别是他的射手群。当然我们也针对他的半场 safe play， 然后做到一些设定，然后当然也会尽量降低 Blackman， 然后帮助队友有更多助攻的画面产生。
So for Liu Mengzhu, asking him about the 5-1 record, the only loss against the Kaohsiung Aquas was the 15-point deficit. And what's the strategy in terms of playing the Aquas in this series? And, you know, his main point is to just always continuously interrupt their transitions and their offense, using the speed to their advantage, particularly with their potential Rookie of the Year, Gu Weijia. And
here's a look at our officials. We brought in an official from out of town, didn't we, for this game?
Yes, that's right. So on the news a couple of weeks ago, they announced that they got a couple of FIBA certified overseas referees ranging from Manila to Indonesia for this special playoffs. And we're going to start the ceremonial tip-off.
Now, who's this? This is the president of Taiwan, Tsai Ing-wen?
Ah, I wish.
No, it's not. This is the president of Ghosthawks, of the Ghosthawks?
This is the
let's make up a fun story about her. What does she do?
She is the CEO of a pharmaceutical company. So, folks, for those who don't know,
she looks. I mean,
she's fun size.
She's
right
not
here.
that small, but
she's fun size next to Samuel Degara. So, what did you find out about his particular size?
Well, Sammy Degara is the tallest active professional basketball player on earth currently at 7'7".
Even in the NBA.
Correct. We're talking active. There's a guy in China who's a bit taller, but he's not active anymore. We take a look at the starting 5 here for the Aquas. Brickman, Xavier, Dragon Cat, Cooper, and Allen.
And for the Ghosthawks side, we got Lewis, Eason, Simon, Degara, and Upshaw III. Upshaw's got quite a record against the Aquas, scoring an average of 26 points against the Aquas. So, like we said, the absence of Kupchas is gonna take a toll on the Aquas. They're gonna have to compensate with Kevin Dragon Cat, who had scored an unbelievable 31 points the last game against the Taichung Suns. Here we have Upshaw passing to Degara, 7'7", against the other tower of the Ghosthawks. So definitely the upper hand in terms of height. Ghosthawks have Samuel Degara, Robert Upshaw, and Sim Bular standing at 7'5". Sim Bular is the tallest Indian to ever play in the NBA, as Bohannon gets the ball back from Degara.
Nice block from Bohannon on the big man there. As we see Brandon Joyce sitting down, we're not going to see him sitting down for much longer, I don't think.
Yeah, as you know, we see throughout the games, he's going to shed a little bit of layers one at a time. As Simon passes to Gara, ISO against Bohannon, but manages to hook the shot in. As we start the game off, Ghosthawks making their first field goal. Brickman to Kevin up top.
There's Brandon Joyce standing up. That didn't take long. See how long it takes for Brandon Joyce to take off his jacket. I got second quarter, jacket off, sleeves rolled up.
Allen with the shot inside. See Easton carrying the ball against Brickman. Easton was with the Aquas last season. Simon making in a shot from right inside the perimeter.
Are we looking at 2 sets of new jerseys today? I don't think I've seen these Aquas.
I think they're a little bit different.
Jerseys?
They're
well done,
switching
T1
it off.
Well
hey,
done.
Why not? You got to look fresh for the playoffs. Got new graphics for T1 playoffs also. Everybody's got to look good. From deep, Allen gets it in.
As we're waiting for them to update the score here, there has been a couple points so far.
Score is 5-5. We can see.
There we go, 5-5. They fixed it.
You know, we were talking before the game. Scott and I were saying that this is
Feels like a high school graduation gym in here. I like it.
It very much is, and I was going to talk about it before the game. This is a university gymnasium. Capacity is 2,100, so you're going to see the candy-colored seating arrangements. Kind of a fun
makes it look more full. I like it.
Yeah, definitely. Eason from the top. That's going to bounce high up, and Dragon Cat's going to get the rebound. Like we mentioned, Dragon Cat's going to have to make up for Kupchas's absence, and that's not going to be a problem. He makes it out from the right side.
Picking it up right where he left off a week ago when he went 8 for 10 from downtown.
Upshot to Eason. Eason previously playing for the Aquas, but now in his hometown, leading his Ghosthawks team. Bohannon taking the ball in. Dagara fast enough to catch up. His condition has really improved ever since he's played for the Ghosthawks. Previously playing for the Fubon Braves and with the Taiwan Hero Bears last season.
Upset, back over because the ball was tipped. So you're allowed to get in the backcourt if the opposing team tips it. I think Brendan Joyce got a point there. All of our international referees missed that one.
Hopefully they'll get the hang of it. Eason bounce pass to Dagara, one-hand dunk. Not a problem. He doesn't even need a jump at this point. He just uses his tippy toes.
It looks like he's dunking on a Fisher-Price net.
I don't know if viewers can see it, but behind the hoop, there is a ton of weights weighing the hoops down just for safety reasons. As that is going to be a foul call. We're going to see the replay. Bounce pass, no look by Eason. That's going to be a nice assist.
Easy dunk for Sammy D at 7-7. Looking at the weights, I think there's 45 plates. There's 9 of them, 9 45-kilogram plates weighting down the weights here for Sim Buar, Robert Upshaw, and Sammy Dagara.
To be honest, I could probably carry only maybe 2 of those plates. What do you think, Scott? How much do you carry?
Oh, I'm not a tough guy at all. I would need a lever, a fulcrum. I do smart work.
Brickman at the charity stripe for 2 shots. It's a high free throw shot, making it his first.
Jason Brickman out of Long Island University, out of Brooklyn, the Blackbirds, finished his career with 1,004 assists, ahead of Gary Payton on that list.
Won T1 Import of the Year last season. Eason to Lewis. Finds Dagara once again. He's going to find his partner. It's Upshaw against Kevin, and no match to Robert Upshaw III, Fresno, California native.
Once they get the ball above their head down low, it's like playing keep away with those guys.
Cooper rookie to Bohannon, back to Allen. Allen finds open space in the lane and drives it in.
Over top of Mount Dagara there. Nice take by Allen.
If the bigs aren't paying attention, Brickman and Allen are definitely going to take advantage to just lay it in. You know, Leomontu beforehand was talking about how they're going to try to prevent three-point shooting for the Aquas, even though their three-point average is higher than the Aquas overall.
Take a look at that isolation, seals them, dunk, right over the outstretched hand of Dagara there.
Starting at the baseline. To Dagara, once again, double teamed by Cooper and Bohannon. Again, that's no match. Bohannon doing the best he can to replace Kupchas, but you look at the size difference and it's a pretty big difference. Cooper against double teaming Dagara and Simon Brickman. High floater, gets it in, not a problem. Still manages to score even when the lane isn't open.
Sammy Dagara is going to change a lot of shots down there in the post today.
Gonna try to make it in himself. Not a problem, just got to be more physical. Score is 13-14, only a 1-point deficit from the Ghosthawks. Polls online are saying 73% say that the Ghosthawks will take the series.
Hard foul on Kevin Dragoncat there. He wants an intentional foul. He wants them to take a look at it. Let's see if we can see it here. Oh,
you see his
he kind of
previous
slapped
teammate.
him twice.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't like the mismatch there. I think it might have been an intentional foul, Kevin. I think you do have a point there.
24, Leo is coming in to the court, as well as Xavier Alexander, number 15, previously also played for the Aquas, then had a short stint with the Singapore Slingers. As we start off again at the baseline, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Kevin from the top, high three-point attempt, but can't connect into the hoop. Outlook pass into Lewis, and Lewis lays it in.
Good fast break bucket by Lewis.
Great find, and Brickman behind the back passes it out to Kevin. Once again, gonna make an attempt. Still can't make it in that second time.
It's a good looking shot from Kevin at the top of the key.
Upshaw looking to maybe shoot from the top, but ends up passing it to Simon. High pass, but a little bit too high, hits the rails. And Brickman to Leo from the corner. Allen bashes it out to Upshaw. Gonna slow down the pace as Eason with the ball. Handles it to the left side where Lewis is. That's usually his strong point, is shooting from the left side. Passes it to Upshaw, back to Dagara.
My goodness. Those guys lead the league in offensive rebounds for a reason, folks. They get their first miss first, and then they usually make the second one or the third.
And they're tall enough, so you see them. They're constantly getting their own rebounds and making it in. That's why they're, like you said, they're the leaders of rebounders. However, the top rebounder of the league is going to be Dwight Howard. Unfortunately, the Taoren Leopards did not make it into playoffs this season, but we still see Dwight Howard and another import off the Leopards. Mike FIBA is still here in Taiwan.
Mike FIBA's going to come and sit down and talk to us here in the third quarter, get his insights on some things.
Yeah, so make sure to stay tuned. And
can't ask him too many difficult questions, though. It's going to be all fluff, people.
No shade, nothing questionable. Kevin lays it in from the left.
His poor back, every time he hits the floor, I'm worried about his back. Always looks so stiff.
Again, he has to be a little bit careful because we do see he's getting lower back discomfort. And again, he's got to compensate for Kupchas, which he's doing a great job, but he's got to pace himself. It's a 5-game series. And a TV timeout is about to commence. We got a 1-point deficit still back and forth between Kaohsiung, Aquas, and Ghosthawks.
且我们今天现场进场的应援军们有拿到我们红色的季后赛 INA T 恤，欢迎你们，大家可以换起来。
Welcome back to the T1 Universe Playoffs edition. Kaohsiung Aquas at Tainan TSG Ghosthawks Stadium here in the old capital of Taiwan. It's a neck-and-neck horse race right now. 17-16 is the score right now.
There's
you see on the screen.
Mike Fiba and daughter Abby and his wife.
Beautiful family. They decided to stay a little bit longer even after their regular season has ended. So like we said, make sure to stay tuned for the third quarter where he'll be coming on with Scotty D.
Asking him some tough questions. I'm going to ask him the most prolific teammate he's ever played with.
Are you going to ask him if he likes stinky tofu?
Oh, those are boring questions. I guess I'm going to have to, right?
We got to throw him some softballs, right? As 21 is subbed in, that's going to be Willie from the Kaohsiung Aquas. You're going to see a lot of the local players come in to play, as again, Brandon Joyce is putting in a lot of trust in the local players. Kevin getting in his first three-point shot in.
2 for 4 from Kevin from downtown so far, picking up right where he left off last weekend. Blazing it from deep.
Speaking of another local player coming in off the bench is number 3, Guma Weijia. He was absent for the previous 4 games due to knee discomfort. He's had this injury ever since college days in the UBA. That's a foul called on 24 Leo.
Gumao, very shifty around the hoop. Interesting shot form if you see him shoot a 3 this game. He likes to shoot the ball from his chin.
He does stand at 9'5", so he's got to use all his power from the legs up torso to his to the execution of the shot.
He's 5'5".
5'5"?
5'5".
So I'm taller than him, folks.
He looks tiny next to Degara. Look at Alexander. He's no small guy either, but next to Degara, he looks tiny.
Again, every single Aquas player putting in the work.
Now we've got the double big man look for the Ghosthawks. 15 feet of people in the key here.
Gumao on top of Brickman. Willie with the ball. Sim Bular is in the game. ISO, Simon, and Xavier. Xavier out to Leo. 1 second left. He doesn't even notice the buzzer beater going off. That's going to be a turnover for him.
Mental error there by Xavier. Got to be aware of the shot clock.
Get those turnovers out early. That's good defense on Liu Mengju's team. Ahuan, number 23, subbed in for Simon, giving him a break.
Aqua's bench got to communicate with them, let them know the shot clock, especially right next to their bench there.
Most definitely. Very intimate gymnasium, so you think that, you just shout him. Yeah, you can definitely hear. Gumao trying to drive in from the left side, loses the ball. Brickman gets that ball back. Passes to Xavier, lays it in, and that's going to be an and 1.
That gets the Aquas faithful behind the bench hyped. It's like a bunch of Aquas fans up there on the right. Up, under, contact.
Well, Kaohsiung isn't too far from Tainan.
That's right. Just a short taxi ride away.
There you go. Isn't that where you're going to be going after this game?
That's right. That's right. I'm playing down at the Starlight Harbor later on tonight.
There you go. You got to promo yourself, Scott.
I'm actually not even sure if that's what it's called.
It's okay. Well, now you know that Scott is a DJ on the side. Degara bounce pass, but it's going to be a lot of pressure in the half court. Degara tries to lay it in, but stopped by much smaller players.
Oh my, that's a tough charge to take.
Simbular managing to get the score in. Kevin driving into the lane, hook shots it in.
Taking advantage of his quickness over the big man. You got to isolate these guys one-on-one and just blow by them like that.
Brandon Joyce definitely emphasizing that they need to outpace the Ghosthawks because they do have the speedy Gumao, and from the top answers with 3 points.
There's that chin shot, beauty when it goes in.
Brickman to Xavier. Gumao in the lane, but throws it back out to the perimeter. 6 seconds left on the clock. fakes it from the top, a high floater, but that's gonna hit the top of the backboard.
Tough runner there from Kevin.
Tries to alley-oop to Dagara, stopped by Willie.
Got to be aggressive with Dagara. Doesn't like the contact down there. Once he gets that ball above his head, it's over. Take a look at Dragon Cat's drive here. Nice up and under. Gumao from the chin, money.
Coming back in, we have Bohannon and Jasper coming in for the first time. Kevin and Brickman getting a break, as well as Leo coming out, and Allen back in it. Both teams are going to make sure that they pace. Make sure that every single player gets a good rest. It's going to be a quick-paced game. They're going to try to outpace each other today and in the whole entire series. We'll just have to see who's gonna wear out faster. Gumao for the three on the left, just off. Bular unable to get the rebound, but he's gonna get the ball back, and an and one.
Soft hands from Sim Buhar there, gets the and one.
See the replay right here. Gets stuck, passes out to the perimeter, back to Bular.
Finishes through the contact. True big man finish there. Let's see if he can add one to it.
Not going to be the strongest at the free throw line.
You were right.
And just like that, free throw is about 60%. Free throw percentage is about 60%. So he's got probably one of the weaker percentages amongst the Ghosthawks. And a floater first field goal for Jasper.
Way to attack the middle of the zone for Jasper. Those are the nice spots in the zone, right in the middle of that key.
Bular and Bohannon. Bohannon using his whole weight and successfully manages to prevent a score from Bular.
Good defense from Bohannon on the big man.
Willie drives it into the lane. No one noticing Upshaw, shrugging and looking at Bular. No one is fast enough, yeah.
Take advantage of the slow guys coming down the floor.
Absolutely. Bular has, again, both Bular and Dagara have quickened up the pace thanks to Liu Mengzu's coaching, but there we go, you take advantage. Allen unable to execute, upshot to Gumao. Gumao's gonna pass it out to Ahuan, number 23, previously with the Taichung Suns. All the time in the world, just off the rails. Bohannon getting that rebound shot. No look pass out to Jasper. Back to Xavier, bounce pass to Bohannon, but Bular stopping him. No siree, there's a block for him. Couldn't finish that shot. Willie takes the ball back to Allen. High pass, far away to Xavier. Back and forth. Bohannon from the top all the time, but 3 points aren't his strong suit, so.
Fast pace this game so far.
It's gonna be an air ball, and you see Upshaw, he's slowly coming back to offense. Not a problem there as Bular dunks it in, not even having to jump.
Mentioning with Bular, his shot chart. If you take a look at his shot chart, it looks like someone just spilled a bucket of green paint by the hoop.
That's right.
Likes to finish in the key.
Folks, I'm so sorry. Number 9 is actually not Allen. That's going to be Tucker subbing in.
Welcome, Tucker.
Going to watch a replay. Jasper lit.
Easy block there for Sim.
Sim Bular coming in mid-season from the Plus League Hsinchu Lioneers. Voted import of the league last season.
Been in Taiwan for a long time.
Been in Taiwan for a long time. So he has played for all 3 leagues here in Taiwan. Played for the SBL Yulong team, as well as the Plus League Fubon Braves, as well as the Hsinchu Lioneers. And folks, that concludes the first quarter of this game. 28-26 is the score again. Just a close one.
谢谢我们的 Wings Girls。那也请我们今天进场有拿到我们红色 T 恤的应援军们，可以把衣服换起来。我们希望可以塑造一片红海，打造我们是南台湾最强的主场。
We see that record that Robert Upshaw III has, 27 points average against the Ghosthawks. His three-point percentage is 43%. Really impressive stuff. Really shines against the Aquas.
I got 35% from three on the year so far. Maybe that's just against the Aquas. You can shoot it 35% from three.
This is his first time playing here in Asia. Was in the All-Star Games back in January. As we start off the second quarter, Brickman from the right side, couldn't connect the dots there. This is Ghosthawks' first time ever in the playoffs. Last season, they had quite a record, and unfortunately not in a good way. They were 6 wins, 24 losses. Gotta say, that was actually the worst record amongst all 3 local leagues, SBL, Plus League, and T1. The only accolade that they had was rebound leader, which was Will Artino, the naturalized player currently playing for the Plus League. On the court right now, we have Upshaw, Mao, Bular, and 23, Ahuan. Upshaw, no one guarding him, swishes it in.
He'll shoot that big man that can stretch the floor. And I mean big man.
On the Aqua side, we have Jasper from the right corner. He answers back.
Jasper so effective from that baseline spot on the three-point line.
Bular back to Gumao. Upshaw passes it to Bohannon, bounces it to Allen, then Allen to Jasper. Couldn't make it in. Gumao quickly getting that rebound. Bular ready to get the pass in, but he lays it in. Bohannon just standing there, letting him in, not a problem. No look pass back to Jasper. Back-to-back 3 points.
That's baseline for Jasper again. He loves that side.
It's gonna be a strong side, so that's something that the Ghosthawks should watch out for. Ahuan to Robert Upshaw and Gumao from Yale.
From the chin. I love it. Nothing but net.
There you go. That's his form for you.
Hey, whatever works.
Kevin coming back into the game. Back and forth passing from the perimeter. Bohannon stuck thanks to Upshaw with strong defense, but Brickman lays it in from the right side.
Shifty layup from Brickman amongst the trees in there.
Just being able to find that space between these towers is pretty incredible. He was import of the year last season for good reason. Was considered Asian import until that is no longer a category. So now this season, he's just considered an import. And in the game is captain of the Aquas.
Gumao's layup. Good take from Brickman.
It just goes to show, seeing Brickman and Gumao's size doesn't always matter.
Brickman plays with a lot of heart. He's got, I would say he's the Kaohsiung Aquas Rudy. If you've ever seen the movie Rudy, he really works hard.
I think you might be showing your age knowing what Rudy.
That's right. It's an old movie for the older people. As Huang body checks Goom out of the floor. That'll be a foul on Huang. Oh my.
Ahuan is a very physical player alongside with Kevin. Long-time veteran of the Purin Pilots. So he has also had experience playing in all 3 leagues here, as we see an overseas referee talking to Brandon Joyce.
I think Brandon Joyce might have wanted a review there. That was quite a bit of contact on a screen, possibly excessive.
Simon back in the game. Score is 36-34. It's a screen with Bular, but Upshaw from the top, nothing but net.
Robbie Upshaw the third.
Seems very cool, calm, and collected today. We haven't seen him do the fist pumps or the
raise the roof is his
raise the roof, or as he calls it, the Upshaw. Jasper struggles, passes it to Bohannon. Bohannon with a high screen. Brickman from the top, but that's going to be an air ball. A little bit too short.
Take a look at Robert Upshaw's top of the key, feeling it.
Kumau to Upshaw. Oh, I don't know if y'all can hear Brandon Joyce swearing over there on that side. And Simon, last-ditch effort, tries to get it in, but quick pass from Captain Eric back to Brickman. From the left side, Willie tries to go in for a 3-point shot. That's gonna be a foul call. Foul called for...
Trying to figure that out. Did they call a foul on Sim on the rebound?
Yep, that's gonna be a call on Bular right here. Second foul today.
I don't know if that, anyways, as we proceed.
Again, 2 fouls for the Toronto native. No one watching.
No one paying attention. And Captain Eric says, I'll get 2 easy.
Again, Aqua's just taking advantage of any time just the lane is open or if no one is paying attention in the paint. They're just gonna,
Rule 1,
it's
keep
easy.
your eye on the ball. Upshaw again.
Air balls it.
Air ball. Now Upshaw, 35% from there, 2 for 3 so far. I'm okay with them missing one like that.
As long as it's just, you know, here and there.
Here and there.
Yeah, that's right. 1 point difference between second seed and third seed team. Aquas had a strong first half. They were in first place for a while until CTBC DEA just took first place and just ran with it. They currently hold the longest home streak winning record, currently, I believe, at 14 games. See the replay here. Start again at the baseline. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Jasper from the top. No one really connecting the dots into the 3 points.
That time, Simbuar draws the foul.
Foul for Willie, actually. Got to watch himself here. One of the local centers for the Kaohsiung Aquas. Eason back into the game. Head-to-head against Brickman. Bullard to Upshaw. Upshaw gets it in against Bohannon and Willie, but the double team did not work against Upshaw. Tries to punk fake, passes out to Eric. Goes into the lane and makes it into the layup. Simon could not stop him.
Nice finish with the left hand from Captain Eric going around the defense.
Kumau getting a good rest right here. Eason back up to Huang. Tries to get it in.
Fouled.
He's gonna get a free throw opportunity. 2 shots. It's gonna be another foul call on Willie. Willie's got 4 right now. He's gotta be careful.
4 fouls already for Willie in the first half. Brennan Joyce gonna need to get a sub for Willie.
Dagara coming in, upshot, getting a break. Brandon Joyce calling in number 18. Number 18, Bing, coming in for Willie. No good for the first shot. One point and the score will be tied. There you go, 40 all is the score right now. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. It's gonna be, got both teams running full court press. Brickman spins it back out to Bing. Bohannon from the left side, just off Bular getting that rebound.
Bohannon only 20% from the three-point line. Not a good look for Bohannon that far from behind.
Again, you know, they're gonna use him for his defense and his size. Aquas getting in his first three-point shot. And there you go, Ghosthawks back in the lead, but that's gonna just switch up easily. You see on the score here, three-point difference here.
In and out for Brickman.
Yep, rattles out. Aquas making 5 of their 14 shots. Brickman lays it in. Again, no one guarding him in the lane or not fast enough to catch up to him. Simon, it's gonna be a charging foul.
Offensive foul. Captain Eric, 28. Way to pick up the offensive foul, Captain Eric.
We got some players coming in.
That was a situation there where he kind of dropped his shoulder because your feet have to be set. Captain Eric was moving, but he dropped his shoulder.
Just as a sub was called in, we got a time.
现场大荧幕，我们的阿华田可以跟着一起来做比个耶，然后比个应援的手势，谢谢。大家可以跟 Winsco 一样，把阿华田给举起来，干杯！好，可以拿起阿华田哦。谢谢这位球迷。我们请我们的好，谢谢。可以拿起阿华田干杯哦。这个是标准的示范，如果拿到我们今天赢了，红色 T 恤可以一起套上。谢谢这样的球迷。
Shout out to Ovaltine helping out the people stay hydrated.
Yeah, make sure to grab Ovaltine. You see on the screen once again, Mike Fiba and his family, sweet daughter. Don't forget, he'll be on with Scotty D in the third quarter. So make sure to stick around for that.
Are they serving the Ovaltines warm? What's going on? Are they cold Ovaltines? What a strange beverage here for the Ghosthawks to be giving out.
You know, we don't.
Can't be picky with free stuff.
A lot of things are room temperature here, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers.
Can't be picky with free Ovaltine, everybody.
There we go.
Get into it.
Halfway point for the second quarter here. Brickman to 28, Eric. Sort of directing traffic. Goes into the lane, passes out to Kevin. No one guarding him. Just off.
All the time in the world for Dragon Cat on that three.
Aquas are just gonna go right back into defense, no full court press. Issa back out to Ahwan. Ahwan finds Bular, and easy assist, good finish.
That's why Simbuar is 70% from the floor, those shots right there.
Sets his foot, Xavier back out to Brickman, got a little stuck there. See it. Dagara against the import of the year. Brickman tries to make a spin move, falls, rolls the ball back to the Ghosthawks. Floor is a little bit slippery right over there. Ahwan hearing Coach Liu Mengju directing traffic back out to Eason from the top. Captain Eric on him. Makes a shot from the left side, 1 second left. It's gonna be some substitutes coming in. Number 7, Allen, as well as 85 for the Ghosthawks, Derek, or sorry, excuse me, for the Aquas, Derek. First time coming in this game. Dragon Cat to Bohannon.
Alexander there.
Drives it in. Oh, sorry, excuse me, Alexander. Eason on Brickman. That's gonna be batted out to Kevin. Still quite can't get it in.
Calls a foul on Juan at the three-point line. Didn't like the box out. Juan's been quite aggressive. This is the guy that came through the screen heavily. Little chippy Juan.
Yep, definitely known to be chippy, and he's gonna speak his mind to the referees. But you know, we got a couple of real professional ones here, so I don't know if they'll tolerate the arguing as much. 10 seconds left on the clock. Hopefully Alexander pays attention to the shot clock this time. It's gonna be another foul call.
Well, Brendan Joyce still has his jacket on, so it's not that crazy yet.
Well, it's a foul call on Ahwan. So no sweat off his back. Liu Mengzu shaking his head here. See their slow-mo replay.
That's got to be 3 fouls on Ahwan.
Should be his 3rd foul today. You are correct, Scott.
3 quick ones, all aggressive, right in front of the bench here.
$14 seconds, Alexander, high pass out, but back to Alexander's possession. He's gonna make a jump shot in.
Nice little double clutch jumper from Alexander, close to the hoop.
He's able to follow through here. 45-44 is the score. Pace has slowed down just a little bit. Number 2, Lewis, back in the game. Foul call for the Aquas. For Allen. See him trying to get a layup. You see his hand kind of hits his arm. Yep. Lewis's first time at the free throw line in today's game.
Lewis averages 11 points per game, 31 minutes this year. Solid performance here in the T1 League for Lewis.
He was also in a championship caliber team previously with the Fubon Braves.
Also a Taiwanese national player.
That's right. So far scoring, his average scoring.
Take a look at the Kaohsiung faithful here that made the short train ride down the road here.
Lewis's average points per game is 10 points this season. Getting a lot more regular time with the Ghosthawks versus playing for the Fubon Braves.
Oh, tough spin move from Dragon
bounce
Cat.
bounce pass from Kevin to Dagara. Eason getting the ball back from his left side. Passes it to Lewis. High screen. Tries to pass it out to Ahwan. Allen gets the ball back. That's going to be a foul call.
Good hustle from Allen. Didn't come up with it. Right idea. Playoff basketball here. Every loose ball's got to be on the floor. You got to get on it.
Another substitute. Another couple of subs in.
Things have filled in here nicely. What do you think the capacity is here? 2,000, you said?
The total capacity here at Jiangnan University Gymnasium, 2,100 as we go into timeout. Again, 1 point difference between the two teams.
利用这段间空档，我们裁判老师要透过 IRS 来确认刚才的进攻时间。现场的音乐军们拿到我们红色 T 恤之后，可以把它给换起来，一起让我们今天在现场变成一片澎湃。
Wonder what they're taking a look at here, trying to figure out the time on the clock when the ball went out of bounds. They're sure wasting a lot of time to figure out the time.
You know the referees need a break.
Yeah, sure.
Also.
Give the Lala Dways some time to walk around, work the crowd here. Lala Dways means
The Lala Dways, aka the Wings Girls.
Wings Girls.
Shout out to you, ladies. We were talking during the timeouts. They, you know, the cheerleaders here, like overall in Taiwan, sometimes they're like bigger, they got bigger clout than some of the players. Like the following that they have on Instagram is something else.
Shout out to the perverts.
Well,
no, you can follow a cheerleader. Can I follow a cheerleader on Instagram? Anyways, let's move on.
Of course you can. Ahoy passes it to Bular, but doesn't make in the shot. He sees that Brickman is guarding Bular, so perfect opportunity to pass it off to him. Starting off at the baseline, 7 points on the shot clock. High floater attempt by Eason. Lewis back out to Upshaw. Upshaw from Fresno.
Miscommunication there. Upshaw didn't realize how much time was left on the shot clock. Teammates got to communicate with them.
Gonna be some.
Here's Gumao. He's gonna bow. He always
Gumao
bows.
back in.
He bows on the way out.
He's very proper. So that's just something that he learned all the way from elementary school. And you know, speaking of elementary school, actually, Coach Liu Mengzhu has known him ever since then. So. And he has coached Gumao since high school days, HBL, UBA. He's carried him alongside all these years, so it's no wonder that Gumao was able to transition from the UBA to T1 so flawlessly and so smoothly. You see the turnover rate, 6-5, so not much of a difference between the two. Again, got to keep those turnovers low for both teams. Bohannon gets the ball back, getting the ball to Captain Eric, settles down. Kevin, no one guarding him. High shot for the three. No good. Ghosthawks possession once again. Lewis taking a second there. Floater from the top at the key, and it gets it in. That's going to be a timeout call. 48-44 is the difference.
There's Brendan Joyce, jacket off. That's enough point separation for him to get one layer off. Sleeves are going to come up next.
Gonna see how they're going to adjust.
Can we hear his timeouts? Let's see if we get the audio on it.
I hope we can.
Take a look at these. A lot of contact in there. Bohannon gets the block back the other way. Nice pull-up jumper from Lewis.
You can kind of hear Brandon Joyce.
Real Crocodile Dundee vibe from Brendan Joyce, I find. I feel like if you want, he's Australian, like proper, like right from the center of Australia. He is Australian.
Very, very much so. First time coaching out here in Asia, let alone in Taiwan.
Loads of experience.
Loads of experience in Australia, but again, like I said, first time here in Taiwan, and you know what? Doesn't matter because he won Coach of the Year last season and got signed for extended another season with the Aquas. Really likes the upper management of CEO and GMs Wilson and Michelle, who are here at the game, sitting close to the players.
Take a look at Dragon Cat fixing his shirt.
Gonna see his postseason MVP prowess here. No pressure at all. Again, like we say, Kupcha's big difference maker for the Aquas. So, you know, we're gonna see in this playoffs how they're gonna do without him. He's not even present here at today's game. Back in Lithuania to get his surgery to fix that left leg of his, as Bohannon gets a field goal in. 2-point deficit right now. Gumao up against Leo, number 24. It's gonna go to the right side.
Shifty, he's so shifty around the hoop. I think he got stepped on. Whoa. Oh my. Well, T1 League, people hitting the floor, possibly blood. Hopefully he's okay. Take a look at Gumao here, beats him on the dribble. Somehow finds a way to get that ball into the arm.
That looked like
he gets stepped on his face.
Yeah, but you know what? He's trucking on. He's okay with it. He's a tough guy.
Trooper. Gumao playoffs, shake it off.
First season playing professional basketball. First time playing in the playoffs.
He shoots that foul line shot from his chin too. Watch this shot, folks. Interesting form. Interesting form.
David Chin, the GM of the Tainan Ghosthawks. Like we said, look at his form. Very much leans into the left side, and his knees are kind of buckled in. Brickman up at the top. Upshaw guarding him right here. Kevin again tries to go for another three-point shot.
Big rebound for Bohannon in traffic, got hit. Dragon Cat trying to regroup from the three-point line. Missed the last couple, he's not shy shooting the next one either.
2 for 7 three-point shots so far. The three-point percentage difference, Scott, you have that on hand right now? Between Ghosthawks and Aquas.
46% right now for the Ghosthawks versus 26% for the Aquas. That's pretty much the difference right now.
Hopefully they'll be able to readjust in the second half. Bohannon, his average stats this season: 9 points per game, 10 rebounds.
Take a look at Bohannon here from Lancaster, Texas.
Just off. Got quite a few Texans here, as Jason Brickman is from Houston, Texas. Gumao Weijia against the other candidate for Rookie of the Year. Folks, make sure that you put in your votes for the April MVPs of the month at T1League.basketball. Gumao from the top to beat the buzzer. No good. Simon gets a rebound, but kind of bumps into Upshaw right there. Poor communication.
Foul there.
And just right after, gets a foul call.
Possibly a frustration foul there. Take a look. Bumps into Upshaw, ball squirts out. And then a hard foul there. Nothing malicious. Two free throws here.
Of course, absolutely. Most of the time it's nothing malicious. Leo getting in his first shot in.
Well, Michael Qualls, I don't know if you've seen the suspended. He got suspended for a few plays that were non-basketball. They would call malicious, I would say.
Well, you know, sometimes they are, and sometimes
as long as they're not starting any fights here.
No, sir. Unfortunately, again, like we mentioned, huge upset in the Taichung Suns Taiwan Bears series. Only had to win one game, but Suns swept the series. Gumao once again against Cooper.
Gonna hold for the last shot here.
Less than 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Lewis from the left side. High shot in and makes it in. That's a 4-point score difference. And there you have it. That is the end of the first half. Game 1 of this series, 52-48. It's been neck and neck. Here we have
fast pace to this game.
Very fast pace. A much needed break for both teams.
Tight game.
生日的现场球朋友们，可以凭身份证到我们姻缘军总部，直接来兑换小九和牛券1张。另外 ，InShop 商品部在本周拍卖了黑白2款的 logo 短 T， 同时也推出了 logo 短 T 任选2件的9折优惠。主战球裤特价999，logo 帽 T 等多项的好康优惠，欢迎大家到我们的InShop来逛逛。这边也跟现场球朋友们报告一下，我们的厕所位在3楼南侧，在电梯口旁；3楼的女厕在楼梯口旁，而2楼的男厕则是在半堂区的后方。2楼的女厕还有无障碍厕所，可以从我们的姻缘军总部左侧进入。如果找不到球朋友们，左边可以看我们的指示牌，也可以跟我们的工作人员来做询问。另外，即日起，来临最佳外援，也请各位音乐师们投给德古拉和阿修罗。
We are here at Tainan Pharmaceutical University Gymnasium here. We see the hallway where all the merchandise is. We see Gladys Tai, the marketing director, as well as Edward Chang, our boss. Shout out to you. The score right now, 52-48. We are in the middle of halftime right now. Liu Mengju against Coach Brandon Joyce here. Take a look at this clip. So far, it's been quite a neck-and-neck game. I mean, it's been very tight. Both teams are just trying to see who can outpace one another. They wanna go to the rhythm or to the beat of their own drum. You see Upshaw here getting his dunks in, but Xavier Alexander and as well as John Bohannon trying to make up the difference for the difference maker of the Kaohsiung Aquas Kupchas. Unfortunately, out for the rest of the season and back in Lithuania against the triple tower of terror, Sim Bular, Robert Upshaw III, and Samuel Zagara. Local players of the Aquas are going to have to, they're going to get more playing opportunity. So you're going to see a lot more of Willie, Bill, and Derek.
Leading all scores right now is Robert Upshaw III with 10 points and 8 rebounds. Pretty tight game along the boards. Both teams have 28 points in the paint. Tight all along. 22% from 3 for the Aquas and 35% for the Ghosthawks is the only real discrepancy.
Absolutely. There's plenty of game left. So at this point, really anything could happen.
Both teams are playing hard. Playoff basketball here.
The only they've gone neck and neck, even though it's a winning record for the Ghosthawks. Five wins, 1 loss. They have played 1 overtime against each other. The score ended up being 119-118. So maybe we'll see that. Make sure, folks, that to put in your vote, support your favorite player for April's MVPs of the month, as well as import of the month. Voters have 1 vote each, so make sure to scan that QR code on the screen. Some of the candidates we have: Al-Bashir, Nelson, Wayne, as well as some of the import players, including Here we have the lineup for the Ghosthawks and the Aquas. Again, like we said, everything has been pretty close. We got 46% field goal percentage for the Aquas, 55% for the Ghosthawks. 3-point percentage, 24 versus 37. That is something that the Aquas are going to have to adjust during halftime. Hopefully we'll see Brendan Joyce put in some fire, throw some fire, and we'll see the free throw percentage, 71%, 57% from the Ghosthawks. Unfortunately, you know, like we mentioned before, Bular is not going to be the strongest. Rebounds total, 17 versus Ghosthawks 19. Score rankings, Kevin, Dragon Cat at 10, Brickman 8, Jasper 8, Allen 7, and Alexander at 5, Tagara 12, Upshaw 10, Rookie of the Year candidate Gumao at 10, Lewis 7, and Bular at 6. So, folks, we will be right back. I'm going to be signing off for 1 quarter as the Michael Fiba is coming on.
Welcome back as we take a look at Gumao here, autographed. He looks bigger than ever on that sign. Gumao, he's a tiny guy, Mike Fiba. Welcome to the broadcast, Mike Fiba. Now, I'd like to introduce everyone here to the T1 League scoring champion. Now, he goes by, in order, Money Mike, Chef Mike, Fiba, Taiwan Kobe, and as of today, Mr. Clutch, I noticed on Instagram.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
is that chronologically in the right order?
You got it, man. It doesn't really matter to me.
Money Mike came from where? Money Mike came from your days in Pomona.
That came from LA in the Drew League, playing over there in the summer.
Now, I pulled your name off a list with the top street ballers in California. Have you seen that list?
No.
I pulled your name off a list, and it had you as Money Mike, and it had Kobe as just Kobe, had Paul Pierce as just Paul Pierce. Only you had a nickname. Anyways,
really?
As we take a look here, we got Delgara leading all the way, and Upshaw with 10, and Gumao. Gumao, so adorable. He's like an emoji. He's got 10 as well. What do you think so far of this game, Mike Fiba, from what you've noticed?
Oh, man. Very, very high level competitiveness today. Both teams are really hungry and want to win.
As you see Dagara put it down here, it's like he's dunking on the Fisher-Price net. He is the tallest active professional basketball player on earth as of right now. Take a look at Upshaw.
That's a true fact, huh?
That's a fact, that's right. 7'7", the guy in China doesn't play anymore. He is a giant. You guys got to win off him. Tell me how you guys got to win off of the Ghosthawks. What was your strategy against the Ghosthawks? Isolate those big guys on the perimeter?
Just run.
Run.
Try to use our speed advantage.
That's right.
Try to rebound and just push the ball.
I think that's what the Aquas are trying to do here. They're trying to push the ball and run.
Yeah, up-tempo type of game to compete with the big giants.
The Giants. I think we're still on break here. We take a look at Sammy Degara practicing his free throws. They brought in new referees for today's game and yesterday. You were at yesterday's game.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I actually left early.
Oh, did you? You missed the theatrics
I went to dinner, and I saw the shot that the Hero Bear player number 75 made. Yeah, I thought the game was over. I turned my phone off.
Kiwi hits the bank, and then, you know, Gavina's season's going to be over in a bank shot. No, Ray Rice. And they call a timeout, and I'm not the coach, but you got to assume that Ray Rice is going to get the shot. I'm okay with anyone but Ray Rice taking that last shot.
Exactly.
Anybody else. Anyways, they let Ray Rice have the moment, and he hit it. He nailed it. High percentages from him. If he's not the foreigner of the month, people aren't voting enough for foreigner of the month that know what's going on.
Exactly.
I like this stadium in here. They got the colorful chairs to make it look like it's a little busier than it is. It's nice.
Compact, gets loud in here.
So let's talk about some of your things you got going on, Mike. So you got some IG initiatives I liked. You had guys going out, and they got it was like a week ago. It was shoot 3, make 3 consecutive. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we, me and my management team here, we decided to interact with the fans a little bit, and I came up with the idea to have the fans make a video of themselves shooting the three-pointer, and they had to make 3 in a row, getting their own rebound. So the first 3 got a special prize for me and a photo. And I thought it was going to take longer than it did, but these guys came with the videos within, I want to say, 20 minutes of me posting the rules to the competition.
Awesome. And you had, I've noticed some Easter egg hunts around the city, too. Yeah. You were over at Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall.
Yep, that went well. We went there. We also went to Taipei 101. And, man, the turnout was amazing. I didn't expect people to really hunt me down on such short notice, but they came, they showed their love and support, and, you know, I just try to return it by giving them something special.
Now, in all the places that you've played, have you seen this kind of fan support? Is this normal?
I've seen it in Lebanon as well as in China, but Taiwan is really big on the marketing and pushing the teams and pushing players, and you don't see that in any other country. I think Taiwan's the best at it when it comes to marketing and showing their players off.
Sure, I think the production value is very high. Did you see, I mean, when the DEA locked in the first seed and the streamers came out of the ceiling, did you see that video?
Yeah.
They didn't save any room for the finals. What are they going to do? They're going to blow the roof off the place.
They're going to have to.
They save no room.
You on this side. Okay, turn.
So now, next question I want to ask you. Who's your favorite local player? You played against everybody now. Who do you say is your favorite local player? You're building a team. You're building a team here, and you want to put together some guys on your roster. Who are you putting on your team here in Taiwan?
I would say my favorite point guard has to be number 14 from the Hero Bears. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name.
Race car, Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne.
English name Wayne.
He's
Welcome
incredible.
to the I don't know how to pronounce your name club over here. Holy moly. His name is Little Race Car. He goes by Wayne.
Yeah, he's probably one of the players that impressed me the most besides Hibachi from DEA. That kid, I thought he was an import when I first arrived.
Everyone does.
They were telling me he scored 50 points before I got here. So
that's right. He's been in Taiwan a long time.
Most popular player.
So we got Race Car, we got Abasi. Who else are you putting on that starting 5?
Need a big guy. I have to go with Kevin Hu.
Kevin Hu, Dragon Cat.
I actually played against him in China when we were in the CBA together.
In the CBA, you played against him?
Yeah, he was with Fujin.
Now he's getting older, he's up, and so are you, but he seems to have back problems, but he's still making it work.
Veteran, that's all that counts. And shoot, he's the best big I think we have in this league besides the big guy from DEA with the ponytail. I played against him in China as well.
That's right. What's his name? Ading.
But yeah, those are probably my top 4. And then I got to be in there.
All right, as we take a look here at the Ghosthawks inbound in here to start the second half. We got Eason, Upshaw, Degara down in the key. Back out to Eason. Lewis doesn't come up with it there. (52-48), start of the third quarter here. T1 League playoffs, game 1. First team to win 2 gets to move on to the next round. Take a look at Brickman here, the true 4 general. Dragon Cat, Kevin. A lot of contact. Brickman, nowhere to go. Gonna have to pull it.
Oh.
Doesn't get it off in time.
Good defense, good defense.
Solid defense.
It's tough to penetrate on those giants out there.
I like Brickman's game, watching him play a lot. True floor general out there.
Yeah,
really knows how to settle his guys down and get everybody involved.
Exactly.
Upshaw on the top of the key here. Trying to find Nagara down low. And a foul, quick foul by Cooper. Cooper rocking the purple hair today. His barber is busy. We take a look here. Once he gets that ball above his head, it's over. So you got to get him down low.
Too strong. I think he was shooting that.
I think that's what he's trying to say. T1 League refs. How do you feel about the T1 League refs? Can we talk about that?
They're amazing.
They're amazing. Sure, yeah, they're amazing.
Them all.
They brought in some international refs here to be amazing today. Upshaw.
Oh, big
Upshaw
three.
hit that 35% from downtown. The big ticket can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he could do it all, inside and outside.
Did you run into Upshaw anywhere else in the world when you were playing?
Yeah, we played against each other in Lebanon one season.
Now, he's late. You must have been a problem yourself younger, but he must have been a problem when he was. I mean, he's big.
And he was a lot lighter back then too.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. It seems like he's comfortable now, comfortable in his body and age. Still killing it here in the T1 League. Upshaw's a walking double-double here in Taiwan, 20 and 10.
100%. My all-star coach there, such a nice guy.
As we hear him, we got the jacket off in the second quarter. Sleeves are coming up now. Once the sleeves go above the elbow, they're down by 10. Take a look at Upshaw here, rocking the gold band. A big, big man. Deep pass to Upshaw. One-on-one against Dragon Cat.
Too easy.
Too much man. It's a foul 45 feet away from the hoop there on Brickman. That brings us to a timeout here. We take a look at Dragon Cat, Cooper. Deep pass to Upshaw, goes to work. Dewey.
是我们今天的阿华田 Camp。如果被拍到的球迷朋友们手中有阿华田的话，可以对镜头比出干杯的手势。谢谢 ，Thank you。球迷们可以举起手中的阿华田，就有机会上镜头喽。 谢谢我们的 Winsco。谢谢我们的球迷。记得弟弟要对镜头哦，你上电视了。小弟弟很可爱。
There we go.
So who's your pick for the winner today from watching the game now?
I got the Ghosthawks in a tight game. It's going to probably come down to it at the end, but I think they'll put some space between them towards the end here. I'm looking for Upshaw to turn it on, hit a bunch of threes. Inbound to Bohannon. Back in action here. Bohannon, handoff to Cooper. Over to Allen. Allen fighting hard, elbow jumper, just off. Rebound comes out to Cooper, back to Allen. Up, over, top, changing shots. That's what the big guys do, changing shots. Inside to Degara. Can't find the ball. Oh boy. Couldn't find the tennis ball there. Bohannon out to Brickman. Brickman calls his own number, just short. Rebound comes out to Allen. Over to Cooper. 6 seconds to shoot. Calls a travel. Too many steps.
Ghosthawks are focused on defense this second half.
Must be difficult when you're coming into the key and you see the size of people that you're now going against. Changes the shots. They might not get the block, but they're changing shots. There's no stat for that.
Yeah. Makes you think twice.
I'd like to see them finish through the contact, get blocked. Eason into Upshaw. Upshaw, the one-hand baby hook, rebound to Bohannon, a lot of contact, no call. Classic T1 league, no call. Dragon Cat.
Oh, yeah, the corner wide open.
Tough left-hand layup for Dragon Cat. Into Upshaw, to Degara. Back into Degara. This Degara goes to work here.
Good pass.
Overplayed the strong side, weak side open. Degara handling that basketball like an orange sometimes.
Man.
Brickman sells it down here, ball screen. Wide ball screen from Dragon Cat. Brickman says, I got this. Gets his own rebound. Bohannon, top of the key against Mount Degara. Another change shot.
Mount Degara.
Another change shot. Eason. Upshot pulls
those threes.
There's those threes I called. Anyways, Upshaw can stretch the floor. He can get it in the post. I don't know what you really got to do on defense. Deny him the ball to start with, maybe.
Hope for a double team to come help
you. Hope for a double team. Bohannon against Degara, nowhere to go. Back out to Allen. Allen's 43% from back there. It's a good-looking shot from Allen.
Yeah, he's a good three-point shooter. He was in a three-point contest, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
The one that Sonny Lou from the Suns just came all business and won.
All business.
Short Degara. Rebound comes out to Brickman. Dragon Cat. Contact. Finishes through the contact. Nice left-hand layup from the Chaminade alumni. He went to University of Chaminade in Hawaii.
Right. Is that really his nickname, Dragon Cat?
Yeah, Hulong Mao, and that's it. Dragon Cat is the translation.
Wow. Oh.
Big triple there. I think we need a timeout here from, timeout from the Aquas. Got to cool it down. And just like that, it's a 17-point game for the Ghosthawks here in Tainan Stadium at Pharmaceutical University.
They came out on a mission to start this third quarter.
They were fired up to start the second half. High percentages, good-looking shots, playing to their strengths. There's a reason why Degara is 76% from the floor and Sim is 70% from the floor.
Are you serious?
Their shots come from 2 feet away from the hoop.
I didn't realize they were shooting at a high of a percentage.
Degara is 76% from the floor. He's taken 7 shots from outside the key. He's made 2 of them. Yeah, I know way too much about these guys now, I tell you. Only 6 teams. If you take a look at Brendan Joyce in the timeout here. Brickman, ouch. Stuffed it with his elbow. Eason, easy bucket. Top of the key. When he has his feet set, Upshaw is a problem for the three-point line.
Yeah, he really is.
Got to have his feet set, though. Not like you. You like to fade every which way. I think you're a better shooter when you're moving.
Probably.
What do you think? Watching your games, I think the degree of difficulty goes up, your percentages go up.
I don't really get too many wide open shots where I can set my feet.
You're right. You don't get a lot of wide open shots.
So I do have to create.
So moving forward, putting together pieces for a Mike FIBA squad, I mean, you got to have guys that draw some attention away from you to give you some open looks.
Yeah.
You also got to have guys that can hit those open standstill threes. I think a lot of the teams have a lot of these guys that can hit standstill threes quite well. And you guys had flashes of brilliance, I found. The Leopards had flashes of brilliance this year. Potential wasn't fully met. More questions for you, though. I got more. So grew up in Pomona, played basketball in Pomona, played for Cal Northridge, correct?
Yes.
Now, big game for Cal Northridge. You guys beat USC in your first game. Was that it?
Yeah, my first game, my first preseason game.
How big was that? Is that a moment in time that you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember crying after the game, like I won an NBA championship or something.
I can't imagine what that must have been like. USC must have been stunned. Were they crying too? Was USC crying on the other side?
I hope they were.
You got Dragon Cat here, back to the action. Upshaw, a lot of contact. That's going to put Bohannon on the free throw line. Now, what other things about Taiwan did you like? What place did you like the best in Taiwan?
We didn't do too much traveling, but Kaohsiung was very beautiful. It was nice. I like the weather down there.
Because you were working so hard in the gym. I saw you on the Chinese New Year working out. You're a pro's pro here, people.
Trying to be.
Now, who's the most, this is a tough question if you look at it. Who's the most prolific teammate that you've ever played with in terms of their career was the biggest career, a teammate that you've played with?
And we're only counting pro teams or
we're talking about pro teams, anybody.
I think it's pretty obvious. It's either Dwight Howard or Ron Artest.
I was setting you up to say Ron Artest and then ask you about Dwight Howard. So Ron Artest, all right. Where did you play with Ron Artest?
Oh, we played in China together in the CBA on a team called Sichuan Blue Whales.
So he played after he was done in the NBA in China?
Yeah, he played, I think he played one more season in the NBA after he left China.
Buhard, close to the hoop, too easy. As the Ghosthawks are now pulling away a bit more here. 6 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third.
Oh, that hurt.
And that one's gonna hurt. That hit his knee on knee, I think. I hope he's okay. He looks like he is in a lot of pain.
I think he got hit in the ribs.
In the ribs? Oh my. Did he come up with the knee? I was always scared of taking charges in the key because people sometimes come up with the knee.
Oh, elbow to the rib.
I don't know if they take a look at that. That's not going to look good in slow motion there. I think they're going to have to take a look at it on the screen here, see what the international referees figure out. Take another look at it. Oh, what do you think, Mike Fee? Was that a basketball move, or is that a flagrant foul?
I mean, he didn't extend his elbows too far. I think it'll just be a common foul.
I'm going to think that that's going to be an end the ball, just based on how much pain that he was in after. If he would have bounced up, nobody's business, I think it would be okay. But based purely on the Dragon Cat pain that we saw there, let's take a look. As we take another look at it here. Entry pass. Oh.
That angle looks a little worse.
Just for good measure, Robert Upshot says, I'm going to volleyball spike this one in the front row. Let's see what they come up with here.
Oh, you were right.
Yeah, too much. He was too hurt. Too hurt.
Yeah.
You take a look here at Brendan Joyce. So that's going to get him the ball as well. That's Juan, as he says sorry to Dragon Cat. Sorry that I body checked you. Kevin had a big game last game, a week ago, going 8 for 10. I don't know if you saw the highlights from that game. 8 for 10 from downtown last weekend.
Okay.
Dragon Cat. Oolong Mao.
Oolong Mao.
Or Kevin. I think he selected Kevin himself.
Yeah.
I don't think that's any translation to do with his name. Take a look at some of the Lala Dways here, trying to kind of confuse them. Going to give the Aquas sideline out of bounds for the intentional unsportsmanlike foul on Juan. Bohannon into Xavier Alexander. A lot of contact.
Oh, almost.
A lot of contact from Bohannon and no call in the backcourt. Now, compared to the NBA and T1 League, would you say that the T1 League is more aggressive and the referees call less fouls?
Yes, I've noticed that in a lot of Asian countries overseas.
So it's a trend over here.
It's a trend.
So that's just so the NBA is soft. What you're telling me, soft.
A lot softer than it used to be.
I agree. Big triple there. Number 9. Who do we got? Number 9. Tucker. Upshot in the backcourt.
Oh, showing the handles.
Showing the handles. As you've seen with your teammate, Dwight Howard, showing us his handles all year. Now, when they brought in Dwight Howard, did you think they were looking for a stretch big man to bring the ball up the floor, or you think they were looking for someone to play closer to the hoop?
Oh, man, maybe a little bit of both. I have no idea.
He signed off on Instagram with his, it wasn't just about wins and losses. It was about spreading love here in Taiwan. So I think the spread love contract was a little bit as expensive.
You got some great lines, man.
Well, you know, you just got to tell it how it is sometimes. You know, he's if I'm hurting feelings, Dwight, you know, I'm working because of you, and I don't know how long this job's going to last. But Dwight, we hope you come back as a cheerleader or a coach next year. As Buar adds to their lead, makes it a 15-point game in favor of the Ghosthawks. Into Alexander in a chicken wing lock. They're going to call a double foul here. That's Juan again. Another foul on Juan where they're mixed up. I think that's Juan's 5th foul.
No way.
Look at that. What's going on there? I think that's a double foul. It's his 4th foul. That's Juan's 4th foul. Thank you, TC, my producer here. Finally a producer. TC in the house.
So there's the final. Are the finals best 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 7? Or?
You got to win 4 games in the finals. This one is the first team to win 3.
Okay.
So the DEA is going to probably win in 8 games. I got the DEA taking Tainan for 1 game in round 2.
Yeah.
Just looking ahead, folks.
Big
Tucker,
shot.
big shot from Cooper. Tucker, I got this. Chen Hui-Han, Tucker, nice shot from the top of the key for Tucker. That pulls them a bit closer, needed that one. 12 points, 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Into Buar, too easy.
Never in my career have I seen a team that has a lineup like the Ghosthawks.
Exactly, they got 15 feet of people, and that's 2 people.
Jesus.
If you've seen the weights in the back of the stanchion here, they got the 45 plates, extra weights for Buar and Degara for them to be able to dunk in here. Buar, big rebound. Didn't have to get up for it. Gumao, so shifty. Into Buar, a rebound and a foul. Now you had a chance to play against Gumao. I like his game. He's shifty for his size.
Yeah, we were teammates in the All-Star game too. I like the kid, man.
Yeah, and he shoots the ball from his chin.
I told him that. So.
And like you tell him that to try to change it? Because he's been doing it for, I mean, if he gets it off, it's okay, but I feel like you put your hand straight out.
He won't get it off.
And even if you put your hand by his waist, you'll get him on the way up.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's going in. He's a professional basketball player, folks, and he shoots from his chin. All power to you, Gumao, as we take a look at Sim Buar. There's Simran Buar from Toronto, Canada, my hometown.
Making his free throws today.
These guys leading the league in rebounding. We were talking earlier. It's because they're leading an offensive rebound because they get their own offensive rebound, and then they get the second rebound, which is also their miss, and they make the 3rd one.
Pad and stats.
I don't think it's padding. It's just that's how it's going down. We're playing above the rim here. And they run this zone with a matchup zone with them standing in the key. They got to attack the middle of this zone, engage it. Too much hand contact there from Gumao. Gumao with some words for Kevin. As we see Gumao next to Mount Degara there, I think they should be in a 3-on-3 squad together. Be a good 3-on-3 squad. Man. Gumao, Degara, and Sim. All the way to the hoop.
You beat one and you got to worry about the other.
I like the idea of taking them off the dribble because they are a bit slower being that size. But when there's another one under the hoop, you got to beat. Tough going for the Aquas today. Foul called on Tucker. Yeah, Tucker, that was on you, Tucker. You fouled him. Here we go, take a look at Gumao amongst the Giants. That's gonna bring in number 21, Willie. Lu Wei Ting, or in English, we call him Willie because that's a lot easier to say on the English broadcast. We had to try to give them English names. We didn't give them names. They had names, thankfully. But I did have a nickname for one of your guys, Jung Wei. I called him Maximum Effort Jung Wei. From your squad, Max, he puts in 110% every game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maximum Effort Jung Wei. You take a look at Gumao here from the chin.
covers his whole face.
It works. Covers his face. So Gumao didn't listen to your shooting tips from T1 League scoring leader. I think once you've done a shot for so long, you kind of stick with it. But when you're, anyways, let's let him shoot his shot.
Yeah.
Xavier on the corner here.
Oh.
Tough rebound out to Gumao. They're gonna run the floor. Gumao all the way. Xavier Alexander gets a block. Brickman back out the other way. Over the Dragon Cat, might have traveled. Xavier Alexander, Dragon Cat's gonna pull that one.
Oh,
there we go.
man.
That's what they need. They need Dragon Cat to get going here. He goes on a run, this thing could turn around. Into Simbuar. Guarded by Dragon Cat, giving up some inches there. From the corner.
Oh,
and rattles around the Ghosthawk bounce. That's number 2. Who's number 2? Number 2 is Lewis. Nice shot, Lewis. Rattles around and in. Brickman. Out to Xavier Alexander, top of the key. He's gonna shoot that one. Just off. Rebound out to Buar, back the other way. Lewis finds himself open. Good defense from Xavier. Xavier showing us his point guard skills.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Gumao getting a little aggressive there. What happened there? Initial foul.
It's a little playoff love.
Getting scrappy. They always show the camera when he's next to Gara. Let's see there. Didn't want to let him finish the basket. You know what? That's okay. Sometimes the T1 League refs give you a continuation when it might not have been. Let's just make sure they're not going to make that bucket. I like that play, Gumao. Can't put the faith in the T1 refs to give you a continuation there as they try to figure out what's going on here. I wonder what they're talking about. Too much from Gumao at the end. I believe the original call was a foul on Gumao.
Just let it go. It's playoffs.
As we see, Gumao's got some of those cupping scars. You ever try the cupping? Does that work?
Yeah, I hate it. It works, but I don't like it.
Just a bunch of hickeys.
Yeah, gigantic hickeys everywhere.
What's the call there, TC? Called a foul on Gumao. Nothing extracurricular, just a foul on Gumao. Or they unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanlike on Xavier. Unsportsmanlike on Xavier Alexander. Didn't see what he did there. Brendan Joyce. Not as that. Let's see what happened here.
Extended his arms in his face a little bit.
As we hear Brendan Joyce call them the biggest floppers in the league. I hope users can hear Brendan Joyce on the broadcast there. Very animated Brendan Joyce. Love listening to him. Xavier Alexander makes the unsportsmanlike one. That is one thing that he's bringing up, new moving screens. I do see a lot of moving screens in this league, and they're egregious moving screens, some of them.
Very obvious.
I'm okay if you're going to miss them all, but you got to be consistent. Call them some game, call them the other games. They got to be consistent.
It's a new league.
You think it's just they're working out the kinks?
Yeah, got to be.
Now, what was your favorite Taiwanese food? Now, don't tell me stinky tofu.
No.
Did you like stinky tofu?
I did not like that at all.
Now, it didn't taste as bad as it smelled, though, right? Like, it's not great, but it doesn't taste as bad as it smells.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but it still tasted bad.
It's one of the few things that goes in the deep fryer that actually turned out I didn't like eating it. You said you're a hot pot guy.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite there, hot pot.
That just becomes a game of how many vegetables can I stick into that hot pot. Just disappears in there. I like a spicy kimchi hot pot. Pao Thai. All right, back to the game here. Simbuor top of the key. Hands off to Eason. Eason trying to get the Gara in the block here. Forced to throw up a shot.
Oh my goodness.
That was a Mike Phoebus shot there. High degree of difficulty. High degree of difficulty. Oh, Dragon Cat should have shot the first one. Into the trees. Just off. Rebound out to the Ghosthawks. Outlet, long outlet pass. As Degara sets up in the post.
Good patience.
Waited for the big man to get there to be in rebounding position. Smart. That bumps the lead up to 22 points now for the Ghosthawks. Alexander with the three. Short. Into Dragon Cat. Dragon Cats gets fouled. Wow. Continuation, not that time. That was a lot of contact. That's going to put Dragon Cat possibly on the free throw line, possibly on the sideline out of bounds. I'm not going to call that one in the air. But throws up a prayer, Eason. Prayer answered here in Taichung, or here in Tainan. What's your favorite place you've been? You said Kaohsiung.
Kaohsiung, yeah.
Now, it rains a lot up north, right? You had a rainy bit while you were here.
Yeah,
it does rain a lot.
The weather is so unpredictable in our area.
Agreed.
Why isn't Kusmas playing? Kusmas has an injury.
Kupsis is injured. He has gone back to Lithuania. He's hurt his leg, and we're not going to see him. They're missing his points, too, because he gets 25 points a game. So foreigners only get 30 points per game for the Aquas versus 64 from the Ghosthawks.
Oh, my goodness.
That point's got to come from somewhere. We're missing Kupsis' 20 points right now on the score.
Yeah.
As they work the ball around here. And he calls an offensive foul. Sim doesn't like it. I didn't see it. Maybe we'll get a replay of it. Let's take a look. They called that an offensive foul. What do you think, Mike FIBA?
No comment.
No comment on the T1 League referees. I don't think they listen to the English broadcast. I think that was a terrible call, T1 League referees. Ball works around here. Over to Dragon Cat, who gets pushed.
That
no
might have
call.
been a foul.
No call, T1 League. No blood, no foul. Dragon Cat going to try to go in on him. Oh, step back is tough to do.
Oh.
Eason comes away with it. Sim,
oh,
no call.
Oh.
And Sim hasn't crossed half court yet. Take advantage. No, there's a foul. T1 League, folks, it's a rough and tumble type of style. I like it. That keeps the game flowing, but sometimes, like, let's take a look there. He got hit in the face and the arm.
Yes, no call.
Now, he is 7'5", so it's a little bit unfair to start with. I don't know.
I think they think that sometimes.
I think that's how the referees, like, they're tired of seeing him dominate so much that they kind of lean the other way. And as we take a look at, I think that might be one of the GM there with the arm sleeve.
The captain.
Is that the captain?
Yeah.
Does he play?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. He argues. We take a look at the foul here. Of the last sequence, that might have been the cleanest foul I've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, he was playing right now. My bad, captain.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Are they taking a look at it to see if it was too much? Let's see what they call here.
I don't understand what that pause was for.
What was the pause for, TC? Do you know? Well, back to play here. 87-66, 19 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. I want to thank Mike FIBA here for joining us for the third quarter. Had to pull some strings to get him to speak to us. I'm happy you're finally able to. And you're out of Taiwan pretty soon now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be flying home to Italy tomorrow evening.
Now, are you going to take anything home for the people back home? I mean, you can take haichu, pineapple cakes.
I'm going to just bring my jersey.
We got to bring something back for fam, right? So if you're leaving Taiwan, I think you bring back tea.
What's the little cat thing that says hello to you?
Oh, the lucky cat.
Lucky cat, yeah. We have a couple of those I'm going to take back.
Don't put up too much space in your luggage for that one. I think you go with some expensive teas. I think that's the move. Couple teas.
Couple teas. All right, I'll take that advice.
Some oolong mountain tea or jade mountain tea. 6-5. That brings us to a 17-point difference at the end of the third quarter. Thanks again, Mike FIBA. Great talking with you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Awesome, dude.
It was a pleasure.
And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter, folks. TC will be joining us back when we're back from the break.
个是凯翔嘛，对不对？然后你 OK， 好，这边来玩的时候，凯翔是第一个嘛，凯翔玩冲出来接球，然后你在这边对不对？信的，
哪边最嗨？我们等下继续丢哪一边的礼物哦？海神球迷例外，谢谢。好，我们谢谢米娜。
When you wanna give me that, you purchase a plane and take it one line. When I bust that down, then one shit like them names. Then you gotta pick Fix me red lips, then basically you spit baby with champagne. I'm on some pimp shit. 2 a.m. club was about to close up. Thumbing through my contacts, about to call one of my hoes up. Then I met you, kick game and followed you to the breakfast spot. You like I married you that night up in the Marriott. I still got your cherry pop. Drunk and switching up position, thought this shit would never stop. Motherfucker in the mission, damn.
시도하는 너만이 다른 애도 저런 애라 또 장할게 가리는 거 없어
我觉得血耻啦、复仇啦，这2个情绪应该多多少少都有一些。那上一个赛季我们的确成军比较慢，然后成绩也没有办法展现出来。那今年在球员的战力上面做了补强之后，的确是想要让大家知道台南台钢猎鹰是来玩真的。
That was the GM of the Tainan Ghosthawks, David Chan, talking about the last season, how, you know, outcome definitely was not what he wanted. And you notice they basically cleaned house. There are only 4 remaining players in the Ghosthawks, one of them including the dunk champion Liu Junting. And yes, folks, that's right, Taylor Chen back on the broadcast. Scotty Z, how was that with Mike Fiba, the points leader of T1?
Good insights from Mike. You know, nice to have him on. T1 League points leader. You know, good to hear from him.
Nice.
He's enjoyed his time in Taiwan. He's out here on Sunday. I wonder if we'll see him back in the league next year.
Well, we wish him a safe travels, and we start off on the right foot for the Aquas for 21 being.
Maybe you're the Aquas good luck charm. They did not do well with you not calling that quarter, TC.
You know, we're looking at the 3rd quarter. Again, we're just talking about how both teams need to improve or need to outscore each other in terms of 3 points. Last quarter, Aquas scored 3 of their 8 shots versus Ghosthawks. You know, it's kind of effortless for them. They made 4 of their 4 shots, and here we go for another one for Eason. Eason has definitely been the pacemaker for the Ghosthawks. You know, he's gonna choose when to go faster and when to slow it down for the Ghosthawks, especially for their triple tower tears. You see their overall 3-point averages. Aqua's only making 9, and Ghosthawks, you know, difference is not too far.
Dragon Cat getting fired up there with that N1. Drives the lane, and it's a tough lane to drive in today. Big mountains in there today. Finishes hard. He is going to be sore after this game. Dragon Cat taking a lot of abuse, fired up.
Yeah, it's pretty normal for him. I mean, again, even as we talk over time and time again, you know, he's a stubborn guy. He will push through the pain and discomfort that he's going through. That free throw is going to rattle out, rolls off, but Upshaw's passing it. Outlook pass up to 29, subbing in, and he lays it in. Number 29, that's going to be his first appearance on the court. That's going to be Alex for the Ghosthawks. Nice finish for him. Alexander.
A lot of contact.
Gets a.
They called the second one. Called the second one. A lot of contact in the first one.
Last ditch effort. Great finish there for Alex.
Alex also looking for a foul on that one. That'll put Xavier Alexander to the line.
Guman once again off the bench, but he'll probably be coming in around the halfway mark at least. Great switch off between Eason and Gumao.
Take a look at Xavier Alexander, 34 years old, Forest Park, Oklahoma. Played for George Washington, the Colonials, in the NCAA.
George Washington University, yeah, he's got his own college. That's pretty amazing stuff. Alexander, second season with the Kaohsiung Aquas, didn't come until later on in the second half of the season. Simon against Alexander steals, and easy little layup for Alexander. That's going to be a call timeout for Liu Mengzhu.
Little push here with TC back in the mic. The Aquas need you on the broadcast here, TC.
I suppose I am the good luck charm. We will be right back as they're inching closer with the deficit. 92-79 is the score.
Not Dwight. I thought he wasn't gonna, you know.
And we are back. Welcome back to the T1 Universe. Make sure to follow all things T1 at t1league.basketball on their Instagram. That's going to be their URL link as well. Scores 92-79, 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game. We see a couple of the Wings girls throughout Jiangnan University Stadium. My gosh, like when I was listening to you guys, when the fans are cheering, like this is a small stadium, but it echoes. It gets loud. I love it.
Good vibe in here for the playoffs. First round, T1 League, game 1.
This is probably the first time this university has hosted such a high, just a professional basketball playoffs in general.
Basketball at this caliber.
Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned last season, they had a record of six wins, 24 losses, and this season they had a long winning streak. 7 games total. I mean, they had a losing streak last season of 9, so this is a big 180 difference. Up shot going in, blocked by Alexander.
Well, you think about the offseason for the Tainan Ghosthawks, what they're thinking, well, how can we improve ourselves? Well, let's go out and get the biggest people on earth, and that might help us.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's get the biggest players and some of the fastest ones, including Gumao Weijia, again, candidate for Rookie of the Year. So hopefully you guys put your votes in. Upshot from Fresno, and it's good!
Upshot, there's those threes.
Come on now, do the upshot. Let's see it.
He hasn't raised the roof yet.
No, but he's getting a little chippy after seeing Alexander getting a little mouthy himself. Bounce pass, Kevin back to Alexander, but from the top, Bing once again answers back.
Here we go. A lot more fast pace with TC on the call. Threes and Ds. Oh,
excuse me, that was correction. That was 21. Willie, I keep getting those two mixed up. That is my apologies. I'm gonna see that replay of
hard foul. Oh, he sold it.
Yeah.
Oscar goes to.
The Taiwan Oscar goes to Eason Ling.
Juan takes it out of bounds here.
There's 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Sim Bular at the top, back to Ahwan. Tries to give alley-oop to Upshot. Upshot makes it in.
Upshot fired up.
Brickman back to Kevin. Lomao on the weak side, back to Alexander. No one watching him, and
no one saw that guy coming.
Leo just takes advantage of that.
Leo comes from the weak side, no one guarding him.
Simon, a double team, passes it back to Eason. Eason front to Ahwan. once again, back to Upshot, but ISO is Kevin, and an N1 for Simbular.
That big-to-big combination has been deadly all year. Sim to Upshot, or Upshot to Sim. Very effective. Take a look at Upshot. Talking to somebody.
Such a great duo between Sim, Bular, and Upshot. And again, Bular didn't come in until mid-season, but he's fit in quite nicely in the Ghosthawks organization.
Good pickup, 20 and 10 for him for the season.
Absolutely, but you know what? He was not a cheap one at that, but listen, seems like it's all in Ghosthawks' favor so far. From the left side, no one guarding him. Leo tries to make it in for a 3, but that's gonna hit the rails. Alexander, jump shot from the top of the key. No good. Bular slowly got situated, no problem. High screen at the top. And finds him again, dunks it in double-handed.
Giving those weights a workout in the back of the stanchion.
Working really hard. There's one time in the Shinju Lioneers, his last team that he played for, the hoop nearly tipped over. Could have caused some casualties amongst his teammates. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, everywhere he goes, they got to put some extra plates, extra weights on the back of the hoop.
Wonder if he travels with the weights.
Once again, we see that one of the triple towers of terror
Bully
gets
ball
it in.
and the flex for the fans from Robert Upshaw.
Kevin, no match against Upshaw the third. Kevin from his favorite side, spins around, struggles, finds Leo once again, but too short, air ball.
Ball was tipped there by Juan. Good defense by Juan.
Outlook pass to Eason. Couldn't get a handle of the ball. Still gonna be a Ghosthawks possession.
19-point lead now for the Ghosthawks.
You see Triple Tower Terrors putting in the work. He looking at the Aquas for blood.
Aquas bench. I don't think anyone wants a piece of you, big man.
No, definitely not.
Read the room, Aquas. It's a big man.
That's right. We got number 9 coming in for the Ghosthawks. This is his first time appearance in this game. Spins around, tries to go for a shot. Simple going for a rebound, another one. That's like 3 rebounds, would you say, Scott? Oh my goodness.
Look, he's playing marbles up there.
I mean, it's me, myself, and I, as Sim is probably thinking at that moment.
As Sim just picks up 3 sneaky offensive rebounds.
Allen, low pass, Cooper back in the game. Swipes it out by Ahuan.
Good defense from Juan here.
We hear Brandon Joyce on the side. Just shoot the ball.
I agree.
Yeah.
Over 40% from downtown for Allen. He's got to shoot that first one, not hesitate as Allen comes off.
Absolutely. Allen's only scored 7 points so far. Lewis coming back into the game for the Ghosthawks. Cooper at the top, hands it off to Brickman. Bounce pass to Bohannon. Again, no one guarding him.
Nice pass around the back of the defense on the zone there from Brickman.
Finally taking advantage of a moment that both of the towers aren't paying attention, aren't watching.
The Aquas are going to have to string together a couple stops here if they want to get back in this game.
Ahuan.
Ghosthawks just been pounding it in the post. As Upshot stretches the floor again, top of the key.
Once again.
Everyone's raising the roof except for Upshot. Hopefully we'll get it from him.
You know, he's gonna save it for later on in the series. And just like that, blocked by Sim Bular. Great attempt by Willie, but no.
The amount of chain shots and block shots and tip shots in the low post from the Ghosthawks today, they're playing some great defense.
Upshot from the top, tries to go back in, comes back out of the perimeter. Willie on him like white on rice. 2 seconds left, but I don't think he noticed the shot clock.
Oh, that'll do it. Upshot nails it for good measure.
That's going to be the Ghosthawks' first shot clock violation. Aquas having 2 with...
22-point game, 5 minutes, 46 seconds to play in the fourth. The lead is grown and ballooned in the second half here.
Most definitely.
Ghosthawks showing why they're number 2.
Upshot getting a much-needed break. And a called timeout for
Brandon Joyce
Brandon
wants to talk about it now. He's going to have to light a fire under his players to get back in this one.
Score is 108-86 right now. We are halfway through this final quarter of game 1.
Three up, but we're going to make a change. Jason, first cutter. Kevin, second cutter. Variation. Okay, well, you done it. So second screen for the post, then go out. Then you and Jason play. Shoot up. All right? Okay, make sure we're moving off the ball. Hey, just one. So, you go. Me, here. You here. Yeah, you here, right? You here. Double try. Luis here, coming.
As we take a look at Robert Upshaw there on the bench, wanted me to shout out his girlfriend Anna and his family back in Fresno, his friends, supporters, and fans. They want to thank him. He wants to thank you for following and supporting him along his journey here. Quick foul.
Ghosthawks scored 35 points. Aquas a little bit behind, 22 points in the third quarter. And, you know, even though there's quite a bit of a score difference right now, the pace is still pretty quick between the two teams right now. Starting off once again, 14 seconds on the shot clock. Bohannon against Degara. He's going to go for a jump shot, fade away, and nothing but net.
Around the back, step back. Okay, J-Bo.
Cooper able to chase him down. Now it's a double team. Lewis passes it to Degara, loses it to Kevin.
Foul on the floor. That's the kind of defense you're going to have to play on these big guys. Deny them entry when they're that close to the hoop.
Just saw on the screen earlier, that was Michelle and Wilson, heads of the Kaohsiung Aquas Empire.
I like that, the Aquas Empire.
We start again at the baseline. Ahwan to Degara, double team by Cooper and Bohannon, and from the top, passes it to Ahwan. Finds space in the lane, and an and one is called.
Tough physical take from Ahwan.
Way to push through. We're gonna look at that replay. He's gonna take it in himself.
Up, under, finishes with the weak hand.
I don't know, looked pretty clean though.
Fired up. He did get some body forearm to the chest on the way up.
All right, Ahwan not making that.
Bohannon working for each and every one of those rebounds over Degara.
Again, gotta work overtime, extra hard for Kupchas' absence. And from the top, Brickman gets it in. Another player that we haven't mentioned actually is number 12, Lewis, for the Aquas. So he's actually been absent since February. Had an ACL injury against the Taiwan Hero Bear. So he's been a key player for the Aquas. So, you know, some of the local players are gonna have to make up for his absence also.
Called the foul there on Sam Degara, pushing Bohannon a little bit too much under the hoop on that defensive rebound.
Bular coming out, and captain of the Ghosthawks, Wesley, in.
That's Leslie, 54, with the arm sleeve.
Wesley. Yeah. Wesley last season previously played for the Plus League Hsinchu Lineers, so he's in good company with Sim Bular on the bench now. Degara getting that rebound, kind of loses it, but manages to get it back.
Bohannon's gonna have to get back on defense here.
Lewis through the chaos, passes it to Ahwan, but Ahwan's gonna slow it down a little bit, even though he had the time in the world to make the shot, but 7 seconds left on the shot clock. From the corner, No good. Bohannon's gonna bring the ball back to Aqua's side. Slips and slides through as Cooper passes it out to Brickman. No good.
Time ticking away here on the Aquas.
DeGraro walking slowly back to Ghosthawks' side. High screen for him. Goes back into the key.
Sammiao. Sammiao, people, is 3 in the key.
Oh boy, oh boy.
My Chinese lessons are expanding.
Yeah, I know, we gotta bring in more variety.
If I can talk basketball with someone for about 18 seconds.
Bohannon coming out. Alexander coming back in.
Bohannon's hair has slowly come out of that clip today. He's worked hard in that post.
He's played 28 minutes, scored 9 points, and got 10 rebounds total. Cooper from the right side of the corner. Kevin goes in from the left, nice lays it in. Nice finish. Called timeout for Coach Liu Mengzhu of the Ghosthawks. 110-92 is the score.
Take a look at the play of the game. That miracle shot, this one here, threw up a prayer answered.
A wing and a prayer.
That's right.
I think that's the most appropriate thing to say.
And he shoots it with his offhand, his left hand.
Goodness, that is one hell of a buzzer beater
Eason's
shot.
like, no big deal. That's my play of the game.
Absolutely. As we hear Coach Liu Mengzhu talk about the next moves for the Ghosthawks. You know, I wonder, Scott, if some of the assistant coaches are told to listen to the YouTube broadcast to see what the other team is talking about.
If I was coaching and it was come down to crunch time, you could definitely have an earpiece in and you could hear exactly what you're going to do.
I feel like the coaches definitely could use it yesterday.
It's pretty easy to figure out what's going on here for the Aquas, or for the Ghosthawks. Let's get it inside to the big men. And I'm assuming that's what they just said in the timeout. Let's keep pounding it in the post. I don't think yesterday, I think everyone knew that Ray Rice was going to get that shot yesterday. I don't think you need to listen into that timeout either.
That's fair.
Hard foul, elbow right in the face. Ooh, Cooper goes down.
Pretty bad, gnarly swap.
Oh my.
Swat to the face.
Hit him very hard. That's not going to look good in slow motion. Oh, yeah. Cooper rocking the purple hair today. Well, Cooper's okay. No blood. They're going to take a look at it here, as they do.
Yep, they're going to reevaluate. Wanlun through the elbow. Look at Brandon Joyce.
Brandon Joyce.
I mean, he's the closest one to really see it, so he's got the best view. Yeah, elbows him right in the face.
Now, did he see him coming around here? I would say that that's going to be a flagrant foul. TC, what do you think?
I think a flagrant foul would be a valid call.
I'm going to credit slow motion on that flagrant foul.
Flagrant foul.
It's a smelly foul.
Say fragrant.
It's flagrant foul.
Wow, we can barely speak English. I can barely speak Chinese and now English. Oh my God.
Yep, there we go. What they call there, TC?
That's not going to be elevated to a flagrant foul.
They're not going to get the ball after.
No.
All right.
It's just going to be two shots at the charity stripe.
Switch it to unsportsmanlike. Much easier to say unsportsmanlike.
I know. Hey man, you try calling this fast-paced game and try to say that multiple times.
Flagrant foul works too, though, because it's a stinky foul.
Listen,
it's no good.
Listen, as long as you understand what we're talking about, I think that's good enough for us right now. Wanlun at the free throw line. Rattles in, no problem. He was also another late signing for the Ghosthawks. Again, patting themselves with younger players. He actually played in the NBL, the second league below CBA previous season. So this is his first time in Taiwan in a while as Alexander lays it in. Wesley passes it to Ahwan, but Brickman steals it back in Aqua's possession. No look pass to Alexander. Blocked by Dagara, but
gonna put Alexander on the free throw line.
yeah. We see a better look of that. Could have been a foul called on Wesley, actually.
Look at Xavier Alexander. Played in the D-League. Didn't quite make the NBA, but had some time in the D-League, 2 stints with the Tulsa 66ers. A little tidbit for you. 6'6", 34 years old.
Yeah. Another NBA player we also have in this lineup or matchup is Sim Bular. Played for the Sacramento Kings several years back. First Indian descent to play in the NBA.
That's right, 3 games he played.
And Kevin Hu from the top. Shoots in and scores for 3 points. Lewis carries the ball to Jagara, but out to Wanlun. Nine seconds left on the shot clock, and that's a foul call on Jasper. And Lewis will be at the free throw line. And just like that, 2 minutes left on the clock. Ahwan coming out, and Gumal right back in. Easy shot in. You could vote for Lewis as MVP of the month. Do not forget, tomorrow is the last day to vote for April's MVP. You could also vote for Import of the Month. Make sure to go on t1league.basketball to submit your vote. Each voter gets 1 vote each. 2 out of the 2 free throws in. 29, Alex coming in for Lewis.
16-point differential here, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to play. Aqua's gonna have to hit some threes.
Wanlun on Brickman. Well guarded from the top. Brickman's gonna pass it to Cooper. He's finding space and manages to get in, but no good. Dagara passes it to Wanlun, back and forth here. Gumal slowing it down from the top against Cooper. Moves the ball around, kind of evaluating, finds Dagara, but everybody caught up just in time.
Everybody jumped on his arm to keep him from getting an easy dunk. Watch this. Jumps, grabs his arm, he grabs his other, oh my.
Kevin able to make it in time to catch him, but Dagara's gonna be at the free throw line. He's a pretty consistent free throw shooter.
He is the tallest living Italian man.
Italian, Maltese, something like that.
You couldn't figure that out, right? Maltese, Italia, they're part of a team.
I have no idea. I mean, I told you earlier,
USA,
like
Puerto Rico.
Maltese is sort of like Puerto Rico as it is to the US, but I could be very much wrong. Sorry, historians.
Your tallest human is here.
There we go. Brickman back to Kevin. Wesley guarding him. He's going to step back, but this one couldn't make it in. Jasper finding the ball back. Brickman tries it, swishes it in. 115-98 is the score, but there's not much basketball left. There's 1.5 minutes left. Gumal lays it in for an and one.
That could be the nail in the coffin from Gumal there. And one, took a hard fall on the knee that he was just, maybe it's the other knee. Hope he's okay.
It looks like he's okay. He smiled a little bit, probably needs a second.
He's shifty, likes to put the ball way out in front of him. Once he gets a step on you, he's going to get that layup up under your arm.
It looks like it's not the problematic leg that kind of hurt himself with, but he looks like he's okay. Eason is gonna come in though, just to be safe. Well, looks like he's limping a little bit, but seems like he's walking it off.
If Eason takes his free throws, he's done for the day. He's done for the day.
He is done for the day. I mean, like I said, it's only 1 minute, 28 seconds. Yeah.
Get an ice pack on that, Kumau. More basketball to play.
Solid game, made 16 points in today's game. It's all right on the court. We have Eason, Dagara, Wesley, Alex, as well as Wanlun for the Ghosthawks. Alexander going in for 3 points. That's going to ricochet far off. Cooper manages to get it back. He's going to try it once again. Tries to go in for the layup. Willie gets it right back. Another rebound, back to back. He's going to give it to Aquas.
Oh, no.
Cooper loses it out of bounds, though.
Now this is going to give the Aquas 1 day to recover. When's the next? When's game 2 here in this series?
Game 2 is going to be set on Sunday at 2 o'clock here. So 2 home games at the Ghosthawks, 2 home games for the Aquas. Aqua's homestand is going to start Wednesday. You and I are going to be calling that game.
Another day off work.
Woohoo!
Sorry, MIT English Center. Shout out to MIT English Center for letting me do this game here today.
I'm sure they'll understand. It's playoff season, baby. 40 seconds left on the clock. Eason on top. Jasper on him. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Now 8. Passes it out to Wesley. Wesley losing the ball to Alexander. Alexander to Cooper. Lays it in. Great assist. Great finish.
I think the Aquas are going to turn it down here. That could be it. Brennan Joyce still yelling at them on the sidelines.
High pass.
There's no 16-point play, Brendan Joyce. He's still animated on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Every
Listen,
possession.
Through and through, all the way. You don't give up. He's just going to keep trucking. And 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that concludes game 1 of 2nd seed and 3rd seed.
Gonna make him inbound it. There we go. Gonna shoot it. Who had the over? Didn't make it.
Just off. 117-103 is the score. Really exciting stuff. Crazy fast-paced game, but you know what? Looks like Ghosthawks saw it through.
Too much. Mount Dagara, Simbuar, these guys are big. This is their house, and they're showing you why they're the number 2 seed here in the playoffs.
They were able to guard their tower with their own towers themselves. We will be right back with a really quick break. Stay tuned. We got Eason, MVP of today's game. Scored 7 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists today. Made that amazing buzzer beater.
就是不管本土还是外援，我们在休息室做了很大的沟通，然后导致我们第3节有很大的防守强度跟进攻的强度，而导致有分数拉开的倾向。 就是主要是针对他们的全场压迫跟全场包夹的部分，然后不想让我们的分数被追进，所以孟竹教练就是在第4节之后画了一些战术，让我们去破全场。其实针对他的影片，我做了蛮多的分析，然后毕竟去年又是队友。 所以去年的经验跟我的至少做了很多的影片分析，而导致他今天的发挥不太理想这样。毕竟是队史第1个季后赛，然后第1胜，其实对我们的意义蛮重大的。那去年海神拿了冠军，今年我来到台钢就是想要帮台钢拿了冠军这样。 好，谢谢。
That was Eason, MVP, as well as we see FIBO walking out of the stadium. Big shout out to him and his family for coming on. Preview for the next game. That's going to be Kaohsiung Aquas at Tainan Ghosthawks. Once again, game 2, Sunday at 2 o'clock. Unfortunately, no English broadcast, but that's going to be another exciting game. I mean, Aquas, they got a lot to lose. And game 1 of the other series, Taichung Suns visiting Xinzhuang to play against the #1 CTBC.
Great first playoff game. Exciting. We're going to see it win on DEA on Monday. DEA versus Ray Rice and the Suns.
Absolutely. Scott, thank you so much for being on call with me. It's been a great first game, and TC and Scotty D signing out. We will see you on Monday, Labor Day weekend. Have a good night, y'all.